Welcome back to the Supercar Connection podcast.
I think the best way to do that outside of jewelry is cars.
Back in the stew, as we said.
Back in the stew.
I'm satisfied with the Camaro. I mean, it was embarrassing at that point. I was like, I have to level up. I think we've lost touch with the reality a lot.
This episode is brought to you by Quality Collision Group.
After an accident, it's not just your car that gets thrown off track. It's your routine, your momentum, and your focus. That's why I recommend taking your vehicle to a Quality Collision Group owned shop. They are OEM certified shops, use exact parts and repair standards your car was built with. No shortcuts, no guesswork, just confidence restored. When it matters most, trust the experts. Find your quality approved shop today.
Do that to me, man. it would be easier. I could answer it easier if you asked me which one of my children was my favorite.
What all do you have right now?
So I have my Maybach. I have a couple Rolls Royces. I got the Cullinan and the Ghost. I don't have a Wraith yet. Thought about getting a Wraith. Might get a Bentley. Actually, I was going to pick up a Bentley today, but we have to go on a flight, so did not get that yet. It's the Bentley Flying Spur.
Okay.
Four-door. I had the Bentley Continental GT before. It's a decent car, just really small, really tight, but I like the designs on the inside more than the Rolls Royces because it's just cleaner to me. It's a cleaner look. But I got a couple trucks, Jeep, the Dodge Demon, which is the speed demon, the fast car. I have the McLaren 720S, Lamborghini, Huracan. Gosh, I got to think because they're not even all at my house right now. They don't even all fit in Irvine.
Right,
a little warehouse. But am I missing anything? You know if I'm missing anything? Oh, the Porsche GT3 RS. One of my more recent pickups. I like it. I like the car. People like that car a lot. For me, one of my least favorite cars I probably bought, just based off the size. It just feels like a little Italian car. I'm a little bit bigger, so it's not the easiest fit either, but it's a decent car. I like it. It's a cool pickup. Yeah. I think that's it for cars right now. I have bikes too, but yeah.
It's not as tight. I mean, the GT3 is tighter than the Huracan?
No, it's not. It's actually
that's gotta be like the smallest car in your
the Huracan's
fleet,
worse.
Huh?
The Huracan's worse, but I like the Huracan more on the outside, so it's worth it to me. The GT3 RS is cool, but it's like a little bug, like the shape of it.
Yeah.
But it is surprisingly doesn't look like it on the outside, but it has more room than the Huracan. Huracan's tight, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It's a tight fit.
You have a
sure.
Spider, or
it's a Spider too, so it's even worse.
So you're like
bro.
bumping the roof probably.
I always just keep the roof open, and then I always hit my knee on the steering wheel. So it's fun, but yeah. 720S is like more of the car that I take daily if I'm going to take a supercar out or a.
So you're telling me you have no preference in any of those? You got to at least differentiate between the driving of some of them. McLaren probably handles better, a little faster.
I think because of my long limbs, all three of them, I prefer to take the big bodies, the Rolls Royces. So I do have a couple Rolls Royces, like I said. We took, it's embarrassing, we took the beater out today, which is the Cullinan, but preferably I do like to drive the big bodies more than the tighter fits. It's just not comfortable. They're not. People think they're so cool, but if you're a normal man size, it's not comfortable at all. It's just not.
It's terrible, bro. It's terrible. We always joke about me being too big and him being perfectly supercar size.
How tall are you?
Not normal man size. 5'9". I'm on like the bottom edge of maybe being considered normal man size.
About 5'9". Okay.
Yeah. The number right before you go, you're short.
Like a tall woman.
Yeah, basically.
5'9". Okay. Yeah, those yeah, you're good in those cars.
I've been 5'9" a long time, so I'm at peace with it.
How old are you?
30.
Could still grow. You never know.
Yeah. There's surgeries these days, I've heard.
There is surgery.
So I might go to Turkey and get some femur additions.
Yeah. Eat your green beans, see what happens.
I have the 812 because it's the biggest.
Which one?
The 812 downstairs.
That was the
Ferrari. It's like the most room. So I've been through a couple now.
Dude, that's the one car that I have not got yet.
The 812?
It's a Ferrari. No, any Ferrari, any type of Ferrari yet at all.
Is there a reason?
I just always feel like it's like an older white person car.
I respect that.
Reminds me of a nicer version of a Corvette. So
okay, I respect
me personally,
Corvette kind of copies them, so it makes sense.
Yeah. I just for me, not for me. Maybe one day, but I haven't seen one come out where I'm like, I need that car. So maybe we'll see what happens.
The new cars are ass too. It's terrible.
Are they?
Yeah, bro, they're terrible. Like the OG models, or at least like maybe like the 2012 to 2020 models are solid, and then everything 2021 on is kind of.
What year is yours?
19. Okay. So like right at the tail end of the good stuff. It's really like the Aventador. It's the Aventador version for Ferrari. V12 straight pipe. but it's the inside is actually extremely roomy. Like I fit comfortably.
Okay.
So like it's for me, as soon as going through everything, I was like, this is my favorite one. So I'm going to keep this one long term.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Bro,
I respect them. They're cool looking cars. Just not my cup of tea. Not yet. We'll see.
So how do you go about picking like supercars then?
Just whatever I see. If I like it, I just buy it. Yeah. I've owned at least 50 cars at this point. Right now I only have like 15 or a little less than that. But I've had probably about 50, and I've traded in and out of some, sold some, bought new ones. Just depends. I get bored easily. Also depends on the space of the house, because like, I mean, living in Irvine, you're not really getting a garage space that can fit 20 cars. So kind of just have to switch, pick and choose at certain times. Yeah.
Yeah. It's not like Nevada.
No, not at all. No, not at all. Like almost physically impossible, right? You actually can't, like, you could have 100 million in Irvine and they really don't exist. There's just no houses like that.
So you got to build something custom. Even still, exactly. You can't push that.
And then it's 5 years to even, just whatever.
Where did you start? What was your first big boy car?
At the time, it felt like a big boy car, so we'll talk about it. It was the Camaro. It was the SS.
Okay.
I thought that was amazing. I thought I was like a Lamborghini. I'm like, holy shit! I'm driving down the street, revving it and shit. And from where I'm from, it's a city called Lancaster. So even there, that's like a Lambo out there. Everybody's like, damn. I'm getting posted on Snapchat all the time from anonymous people saying I'm gonna rob you. Like it got crazy because of that car. Like,
because of the Camaro, huh?
Yeah, over there, that car's crazy. You don't have cars like that.
What year was this Lancaster? Because I'm from LA too, so I know the vibes.
So what year was this when it happened? When you had the Camaro. This would have been 2019.
Okay.
Yeah.
So a little minute ago. So Lancaster was still Lancaster.
Yeah. So that was my first car. I put $10,000 down. It's like a $35,000 or $40,000 car, which is, like I said, back then was amazing to me. I thought it was so cool. Now it's like I would never really buy a car like that anymore. But at that time, it felt like I really made it in life. Like, this is it. I'm the GOAT now. And, you have to understand in life there's a lot of levels. And I think as a man, being a man in general, you should never be satisfied with any level. Lamborghini, not satisfied. Let's get the SVJ. SVJ, not satisfied. Let's go for the Bugattis. All these nice $5 million cars. I want 20 of those. Even then, I don't think I'll still be satisfied. So just having that mindset of just never being satisfied, it was cool for a week or two, but after that, it was like, no, I know there's levels to this. I see other men doing what I want. They're having cars that I wish I could buy, right? So just never really being satisfied with that. But that was at a moment in time, I made it. And that was that first car for me.
So you felt like him for 2 weeks?
About 2 weeks, because after 2 weeks, it was like, I'm Googling shit and I'm saying, damn, there's guys who got Lamborghinis and stuff. And I'm like, they don't even seem satisfied with that Lamborghini. Right. Why the fuck am I satisfied with a Camaro? And it was embarrassing at that point. I was like, I have to level up. I got to get something nicer. And then the second car would have been a Rolls Royce.
Oh, hell yeah.
Cheaper Rolls Royce, 2015, not very expensive, $200,000. Got that car. That's when I realized I have to move out of Lancaster, because that's when it was like people were following me.
I couldn't imagine.
Oh my God, dude, it was bad. I'd get calls all the time like, there's these guys that are looking for you. Nobody out there has a Rolls Royce. I was the only one with the Rolls Royce. Like, you may see a Camaro here and there, maybe not an SS, but a Rolls Royce, no way.
Right.
Like, get the fuck out of town. You're dead. So I had to move immediately after I got the Rolls Royce. It became very dangerous. So I was renting a house at the time, and I ended up just paying the guy for the last 8 months. Write him a check. I'm out of here. I'm not even going to be living here. Nobody's living here, but just write you a check and leave. Right. Finish the lease off. Then I moved to Santa Clarita. Okay. Which is, it's a lot safer, a lot nicer, but not crazy great. Not bad. Not good.
And that was Rolls Royce Wraith at the time, or what Rolls
that was
Royce?
The Ghost.
That was a Ghost.
Yeah.
Same Ghost you still have?
No.
Okay, but
hell no. 26. That was like a 2016, I think.
Okay, bet.
Yeah, now I have a 2024. Yeah.
Okay, bet. So for somebody watching right now that might not know exactly who you are and what you do, what exactly do you do?
I do a lot, man. I am I'm a professional day trader. Professional ass eater. I have
certified stamp.
A lot of kids. Hard to account for all of them. Sometimes I mix up the numbers, but so professional father. Just a human being at the end of the day. That's what I am. And I do a lot of different things. But from a financial standpoint, I started as a trader. Now I have a bunch of online businesses.
Awesome.
And cash flow is great. Yeah.
What markets are we in?
Right now, the markets are scary. All of them are scary. Crypto's dropped like crazy. I don't invest in crypto at all like that, so it didn't hit me at all. I'm a scalper, so I'm in and out every morning, right? I come in the markets. I come in a lot of things. I don't want to think about it, teaching kids, but I go into the markets every morning, 6 a.m. I'm done by about 6:45. That's it. I'm done. My profits are made. I don't leave anything open or on the table that can change over the nights or the next couple of days or whatever the case may be. And yeah, that's how I trade. I just scalp. So I don't like to like really invest into things. I just trade. And I mean, I buy real estate and stuff too. But in terms of markets, like trading markets, I only trade and I get in and out quick.
We're doing futures, or what market are we in?
A little bit of futures and indices, mostly indices. I'd say 95% indices.
Okay.
I'm getting into futures more. I think futures are amazing. I think it is the future. And yeah, indices is though that's where I thrive. Just all indices.
Okay. Okay, like
US
SPX
30
and stuff.
US 30 NASDAQ.
Got it. Okay.
Every single day.
Okay, fantastic. Awesome.
On 100x or 200x?
Yeah.
That's awesome. Okay, what online businesses you got going right now?
Well, I have a business we just started called The Kingdom. It's The Kingdom. There's no O at the end. It's just KINGDM.
Okay.
So we did that because the regular Kingdom was taken. So we had to go with that name. Either way, though, we started that just very recently. $39.99 is a very cheap product, but I made it cheap for a specific reason, right? Because I want to be able to help the youth. I want to be able to help more people out for much cheaper cost. We offer fitness. We teach fitness. We teach being a man in general, psychology, trading, investing, real estate, you know, just how to become a king and be a king in this world. I think we've lost touch with the reality a lot lately. I think that a lot of men feel that it's okay to act as a woman, be very womanly, and we just lost the kingdomnism that needs to still be around. You know what I mean? Back in the day, it wasn't like this. There wasn't men becoming women every other day. There wasn't men who were like, it's okay if I have a 9-to-5 and can't provide for my family. Back in the day, it was we hunt, we kill. You know what I'm saying? We gather the food for our wife to then prepare for our children. Now these guys are okay with just being losers, and it sucks. So, you know, we have a very, very low cost so we can get more people in and just try to help as many people as we can. And if I could do it for free, I would. But, I mean, time is money, and I can't just sit around for hours every day for free. It has to cost something. And also, because I do get this question a lot, well, why do you charge in general? Well, for one, it's the cheapest product in the entire world with the most value. But I have to charge because if I didn't charge and I did it for free, we'd have a bunch of people in there who would just be spamming, acting crazy, you know, just bringing everyone else down. So I have to charge a little bit, but we do have like the cheapest price one, I think, in the entire industry.
Right.
Especially now everyone's doing like high tickets and stuff. So
yeah, you got to have some form of barrier to entry, or else it's going to be absolute.
It's going to be absolutely nuts in there.
Yeah.
It's chaotic as hell. Yeah, absolutely. So that's the reason we charge, but it's so cheap, man. We're changing lives.
So $400 and you get to be a well-rounded male in all endeavors.
$40.
$40, $39.99. Holy
$39.99.
crap, that is cheap.
That's cheap.
That is
I mean,
crazy
I think
cheap.
Netflix is like what?
Getting close.
Yeah, it ain't that far off.
Damn.
Yeah.
$39.99. I was thinking $399.
Yeah.
Damn, that's awesome. Okay.
No, cheap. Very
It's
cheap.
a one-time thing, or is it like a
It's a monthly. It's monthly.
okay,
$39.99 a month.
Okay,
You know?
not bad.
Same
Okay,
price
good.
as like some of these guys are buying Netflix or Hulu and watching fucking TV shows. They can afford to become a man for $39.99. You know what I'm saying? Like it's super cheap.
It's a choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of guys make the wrong choice, but yeah, we're giving you the choice of freedom, becoming a king, being a man, fitness, trading, which is for $39.99. One of the best traders in the world. Teaching you how to trade is insane. I don't
That's
just teach
crazy
you how to
prices.
trade. Just so you know, I don't teach how to trade. I'm trading live every morning. So they can take their trades with me if they'd like, but I trade live every single morning in front of everybody. As I'm entering, they're watching me enter. And yeah.
And they're sitting there listening to the way you think, the way you're
Everything,
calling
everything.
things out, everything
Yeah,
else. It's a lot of value.
It's one thing to watch a course that somebody crafted, not even during the markets, and try to learn from that, to actually sit there and watch the best trader in the world trade live every single day. I mean, it should cost thousands, but it doesn't. You know, we're trying to help people out. So
with that, they get access to live trading. Do they get anything else for that in the trading world?
live trading, trading recaps, and then I teach how to trade as well. We talk about how to trade, all the fundamentals and stuff like that, and then fitness as well, and health, and just men's mindset, and all kinds of stuff. Yeah.
Okay, so let's say I'm an 18-year-old kid, and I want to start down the pathway to becoming similar to you. What's my steps? Join the kingdom, and what am I focusing on first?
I mean, I would advise trading first. I think the whole point of the kingdom is, well, outside of fitness should be something that's happening every single day. That's the easiest part. But trading is the key to everything, right? For me, from where I come from, because for me, I learned to trade and then I use the profits from trading to then invest and make sure that I had cash flow outside of what I have to do every day. So I want to be able to, and I want these kids to be able to one day not have to wake up and trade or go a week without trading and cash flow still coming in. At the end of the day, as a king, you want to provide for your family, but not just provide for your family. If you were to die, God forbid, something happens to you and you're only trading, what happens to them?
Yeah, you got
because my wife's not going to trade if I die. She's not going to go on and trade. It's such a hard thing to do as is, right? And I don't teach her how to trade because she knows I bring in the money. But if I die, I want to make sure that I have real estate or other investments that are bringing in cash flow for her and the children forever, because I may not be here forever. You just never know what's going to happen. So I think it's very important that outside of just making some profits with trading, you plug them in the right areas and create cash flow in the future.
I love that. Okay.
Yeah.
So literally, so I can become full well-rounded and I know exactly where I need to put everything time-wise, investment-wise from this $39.99 a month program.
Yeah.
Dude, that's freaking awesome.
We I live trade every morning and then we have a second stream every single night. So it's 2 streams a day. It's about 8 streams a week and it's every single week. Nonstop.
8 streams a week.
8 streams a week.
That's a lot of value. That's awesome.
Yeah, and it's just me. I'm the one streaming too. I don't like bring people in to help me. I literally am there 8 times a week.
That's the value right there.
Yeah.
Because too many people have too many coaching levels where you're not even dealing with the main person that's marketing anything.
Yeah.
I don't believe in that.
I don't like that. I don't like that because it's like I can have this guy come and teach what I've learned and the things that I've done, but he can't teach like I can. He can't teach what I do like I can teach what I do. And yeah, it's $39.99 and maybe I'm not making a whole lot of money, but at the end of the day, what's more important to me is helping these young guys become something in life. And I feel like for $39.99, for one, it's unbeatable, and for two, I'm changing lives. Like I'm literally changing lives. I watch these young men change. I watch them change physically. I watch them change in terms of how much money they're making every month, their mindset in general. I'm watching them change. And if I'm not in that room 8 times a week, if I'm not the one that's doing it all, I'm not going to be able to watch them and know that they're getting the value that they deserve. So
no, not at all. And no one cares as much as you care. It's your program.
Exactly.
No coach for whatever base salary, whatever structure they're on is going to give enough of a fuck like you do.
100%.
I respect that tremendously. That's a lot of value right there.
Yeah.
So you're looking at getting a Wraith next, huh?
Probably the Bentley Flying Spur.
Over Wraith?
I don't know if I'd put it over the Wraith.
Because you mentioned the Wraith earlier.
Yeah, so I don't know if I'd put it over the Wraith, but the reason I'm getting the Flying Spur is because it popped up on my feed the other day and it looked really nice. And I was like, I'm going to get this car.
Yeah, they do look great.
So I'm just going to get it. Yeah, that's just kind of what it is. I mean, I wasn't in the market for another car. I mean, I never really am, but it popped up. I thought it looked really nice. Had the orange interior, so it's really fire. And carbon fiber on the outside. It's like the full package.
Yeah.
So, just going to buy it.
One thing you said that I do agree with is Bentley interior over Rolls Royce. I do agree with you on that one. Something about the way that Bentley does the interior trim designs and all the patterns, it's
so beautiful.
It's perfect.
It is.
There's more detail.
Like, yeah, way more detail.
What's that thing? The stick?
The shifter?
I don't drive stick, but the shifter, yeah, the little B on it, and then just the way the wings are. It's beautiful. It's really classy.
It's fantastic.
And I think one of my favorite things about the Bentley too is that not a lot of people are driving it. You don't see it very often.
Not all right.
Like if I go to Irvine Spectrum or one of the malls out in Irvine and I'm driving the Rolls Royce, I do see other Rolls Royces parked there. But rarely do I ever just see a Bentley sitting there because people don't really like it. People aren't really into it.
It's the little brother of Rolls Royce.
What it is too, if you have $250,000, $300,000 to spend on a car and that's all you have to spend on a car, you're not going with a Bentley. So to me, a Bentley is a car you get when you really have money like that and you've already gotten the Rolls Royce. You have the Lamborghini. You have all the nicer things. Now you go for the Bentley. So I think having the Bentley is low-key a flex. I think
super flex.
Most people have Bentleys. It's not their only car.
Yeah, Bentley has a 1 car, no flex. Bentley has a 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th car, super flex.
For sure.
Super flex.
Yeah.
Wraith right now, though, one thing we do respect here, and we do teach this, is the best value buys.
Right.
We're super into buying the right car, right mileage point, lose the least amount of money on it, sometimes even appreciate. I think right now, Wraith might be arguably the #1 pick in that market right now.
I do agree with that. They're done making the Wraith, right? That's it.
Spectre, especially electric change.
It seems to be such a rare car as is, too. And I know prices have gone up though, because when I was looking at them originally before the Spectra came out, they weren't that bad. They've gone up a little bit, and I'm like, damn. But obviously, if they're done making them, they're going to go up. They're going to be harder to find. So I get all of that. I think I agree 100%. You have anything else to add? Like why?
So right now, what it is that car has caught pretty much like a base floor, kind of like you said, it's gone up a little bit. So right now, you can get a Wraith, let's say a 2017 to a 2019 with like 8,000 miles on it. You can put 10K miles on it and not lose $1 on it.
Oh, that's nice.
Easily, bro. Because
really
they're
nice.
literally, you'll see listings 18,000 miles for like 195, and you'll see another one that's 8,000 miles for 198. Same sticker, same thing. So that car right now is crazy value. And the second point is the fact that they've gone from Wraith being the two-door coupe to the Spectre, that car being electric. All electric cars usually drop in value. Right. So that Wraith being all gas car is going to be, the demand for it will pick up once people drive the Spectre and they're like, I know this ain't that hot.
Right. Makes sense.
That's
Makes
all
sense.
it is.
And when they stop making it, like as time goes on, the fewer cars there are, like under 10,000 miles. So you go look at the Wraith market right now, there might be, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 cars under 10,000 miles.
Yeah.
A year from now, it might only be 3 or 4 cars. 2 years from now, it might only be 1 or 2 cars at a time under 10,000 miles. And as that happens, like those low mileage cars drive up in price because they get rarer and rarer, and that just kind of slowly drags everything up like underneath it. So now the car with 15 is the same price as what used to be 7,000 miles.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
And
we know that market because we have the most expensive Wraith on the market listed right now.
Yeah.
We have
How much?
We have, it's listed at, what is it, 2? I think it's actually asked for price, call for price, but I think right now the listing's at 240, I believe.
Okay.
Which is the most expensive Wraith on the market. It's a black badge. It's low miles. I think it's less than 3K miles. One owner. Yeah, it is like.
You guys are selling it?
Yeah, it's a.
Okay. We could talk after the show.
Awesome.
Yeah, we can talk after the show for sure.
It's a crazy rarity spec. Even when when our client brought it to us, I was like, dude, this. There's not a low mileage Wraith like this on the market right now. So when we both saw it, we were like, yeah, this is a crazy car. So everyone we listed, everyone was like, you're high price. I was like, find another car. Show me an equal car, and we'll talk price. There's not one on there. So I've done a lot of deep research. That's kind of why I said it. I've done sleepless nights on that market. Because again, that's the business that we're entering and stuff like that. So the fact that being educated, same thing with being trading, bro. You are the top of the game. You have to be educated because when you get new students, especially, do you see a lot of kids joining that are zero experience trading, or most of your students semi-experienced trading?
I would say it's a mix. It's a mix. There's a lot of semis though.
Kids that maybe aren't profitable.
Yeah, kids that aren't profitable but know about trading and just want to excel for sure.
They just need a little bit of strategy, risk management.
They're right there.
Control.
They're right there. It's mostly psychology. Yeah, psychologically they're just not there yet. That's the only one touch that they need. I can give you an easy strategy that works, but is it going to work for you if you're not there psychologically? No shot. No, there's no way, because you're going to get out too early. You're going to close trades late, or you're going to, oh my God, this is the biggest issue that I see with traders, right? It's that they go into the markets, they enter a trade, and instead of actually watching what the markets are doing price action wise, they're looking at the number on their phone and how much they're losing / making, and they're letting their emotions get in the way of what should happen from there. Oh, I'm going to close this trade because I'm up $300 and rent's $300 and now I can pay for this or that. That has nothing to do with trading. That has to do with your finances.
Right.
What matters is the actual markets and what they're doing.
The structure.
Are we out of resistance? Are we out of support? What is price action saying? It's not what your phone's saying, because if you would have entered at double the risk, it wouldn't have said 300, it would have said 600. The markets don't know what you entered. So people look at their phone too much and how much they're making rather than looking at the actual data. And that's a huge mistake. And it's a psychological thing too. Obviously, you don't want to see the hard worked money or hard earned money disappear.
Right.
But you have to stop that. That's the number one thing. You have to stop that.
It's progressional. Some people seeing 300 in the red is like literally the world is burning. And there's some people that 30 grand in the red. They're like, all right, it's one bad day. Yeah. I'll catch it right back up.
Exactly. And I get that. I mean, I've lost 150,000 in one day before just from trading. And it was like, okay, well, tomorrow's a new day. It's not the end of the world.
Was that something that just a couple trades might have not ended well? Or was that something like maybe market news kind of defeated the structure of what you were trading that day?
Regardless of why I lost, I knew what my stop loss was. I knew what I was potentially going to lose. And I know that I was going for, I don't know, $400,000 worth of profit. So I know what I'm doing. I know what's going to happen. I know what could happen, whether it goes up or down.
The risk.
I can't tell you what exactly happened that day. I just know that it didn't go in my favor and my stop loss got hit and I lost. but it is what it is. We move on. The next day I come back. I maybe don't make as much, but eventually it catches back up regardless. As long as you stay consistent and don't let your emotions get in the way, you'll be all right.
We don't get a lot of traders on here, so I appreciate this opportunity to talk about this.
Yeah.
The markets right now, how sensitive they are to just anything news related, I think is absolutely wild. Like Friday was crazy, just from a tweet and then an actual follow through with it.
Yeah, markets are insane right now. Everyone's on edge.
I think the economy, the global economy too, there's so many little you have interest rates, you have China tariffs, you have Ukraine war ending, peace in the Middle East. What else? There's nothing. Did I say interest rates already, or am I tripping?
You said that.
There's one more thing. I was really talking to somebody about this the other day, and how sensitive the market is right now. I've seen, again, even QQQ the last 3 days have moved more dollar-wise in every single day than it has in weeks before.
Yeah, markets are nuts. People are in shambles right now. The tariffs, the president, just the shit that he says sometimes, does whatever he wants whenever he wants. People are worried. What I see a lot too is volume has been dying out a lot more because people are scared to trade.
Right.
You have less people trading or investing because they're like, well, this motherfucker says one thing and we're all fucked. Yeah. So
gold is even climbing still too. I think gold was like almost 4,300 today. Absolutely.
Do you know how insane that is?
That's crazy, bro. That's absolutely crazy. People are there's watch dealers literally melting down their gold watches because they're earning more on those than trying to actually flip APs or whatever.
The watch itself, right?
You know how wild that's is?
Crazy.
I remember taking positions at like 1350, 1400
in gold back in the day.
Yeah, in like 2019.
Bro, think about how crazy that is. And now it's at $4,300.
Stupid.
Well, the problem is like when you look at actual history like that, every time gold rises to those highs, normally everything else is de-risked, so it starts dropping. But market's been
100%.
making highs, gold's been making highs. Like
it's crazy.
It's in my opinion, I think it's
Dollar's been making lows.
Yeah,
quite literally.
It's out of whack right now.
Stagflation's literally going crazy.
It is insane.
Well, what we see normally happen is not happening, and I think that also puts people in shambles. They're scared. They don't know what's going on. Typically, like you said, when everything drops, gold goes up. Right? We're not seeing that this time. We're seeing everything go up together. We're seeing things drop together. We're seeing certain things drop, other things rise, but then swap. It's like shit is crazy right now. So it is a hard time to be an investor, but that's why I like to scalp. Shit has not changed for me.
Right.
Every single day I trade, I could trade off shorts, I could trade off longs. Either way, I'm making money, and that's why I love trading the way that I trade. And that's just with leverage. It's much better right now, especially right now. Investing right now is scary. So crypto guys are losing a lot of money.
Yeah, the Friday event, the biggest liquidation event in crypto history. The amount of people that lost their entire work of portfolio over years in a matter of seconds, that's just abusing risk at that point and leverage.
Yeah. Imagine, for me, when indices drop like that, I'm making money. I'm catching the shorts. I'm moving with momentum. I trade breakouts. So if that breakout occurs, we're breaking all those support levels and we're dropping. I'm shorting the markets and I'm making money regardless. So that's why I love trading indices and I love the way I trade. I scalp. I'm in within an hour, out within an hour, and I'm done for the entire week. So other people, they want to trade and hope things go up over the next 3-4 months, and maybe they do go up and they add more, and then one drop comes and that's it, you're done. You're working at McDonald's again. So I hate it, man.
Let me ask you this. So as a trader, what is the difference between someone that simply day trades and for you to call yourself a scalper? Is that a time?
Yeah, so day trading is pretty much trading within the day. So you wake up 6 a.m. and maybe from 6 a.m. you take a trade and you hold that trade till 6 p.m. That'd be considered a day trade because it took place throughout the day. As a scalper, we're in and out within 30 minutes to an hour or two. That's it. We're done. We don't hold trades past an hour and a half, 2 at the most. Nothing past that, we're out. Because we know, or when I say we, I guess me, I know that the markets are not going to stay moving the same way all day. Can they? Yes, of course. And that's when the day traders win. But for the most part, these markets are volatile as hell. They're going up, they're going down, they're moving so often. So it's like, why get into a trade? I can't stand swing traders too. Those are the guys who trade for a week, 2 weeks, whatever. It's like, you're going to get into a trade and 3 days go by, you're up. And in your mind, you're thinking, if I hold this for another week, I'll be up another whatever. A fucking week. What you think the market's going to move consistently up or down for 1 week? It's like, it makes no sense. These guys are unprofitable. They swear they're profitable. It's easier to fake trades as a swing trader because you can look at more data over time. As a scalper, you can't fake a lot because it's like this. So I think it's better for them, but in general, as a trader, swing trading it's damn near just as bad at investing in certain things.
No, 100%. It's the timeline. Open position is position open to risk. So anytime we're doing something long term, if you don't have that mindset, like again, you can invest today long term wise, and I guarantee you before 12-month calendar season, you're going to see your portfolio down minimally 20%. But you know, if your 5-year time frame is that's what it is, you can't be bogged by that. But then the emotions start to come in, and they make hasty decisions.
Exactly.
It's all time frame perspective.
Yeah, I always tell people, if you're going to invest, make sure that your investment mentality is very long term. Because yes, you look at NASDAQ or the housing markets or just markets in general, yeah, they go up. They're always going up. But that's because we're looking at it from a very, very, very bigger picture look, right? We're looking at 10 years, 20 years. You see it's always going up. It's always climbing. But so is inflation. So at the end of the day, I don't like to sit here and say investing is bad, but there's better ways to invest your money than to just plug it into NASDAQ and US 30 and just wait 10 years. By the time you pull your money out, that same gallon of milk that you bought that was $3 is now $6. So that 100K you put in, that's now 200K is worth the same amount. It's pointless. There's no reason. Damn, this shit is tugging on my shoulder. There's just no reason to invest in certain like indices, for example, or even the housing market. It seems like it moves, but it does move very slow, and it moves with inflation as well. So I'm not big on investing and waiting. You know, I'm not big on that. I think there's better ways to plug your money in places, starting businesses and taking risk. I like to take risk and make a lot of money, not plug it into little safe bets and hope that I don't sprain my vagina. Like, come on now.
Right. If we're gonna do this shit, let's fucking do this shit.
Yeah, let's go hard. Let's invest and let's take risks at the end of the day.
That's how I am. I think you and I are wired pretty similarly. I'm more big picture. Let's take a fucking risk. If we're gonna do this, I'm already in this. Let's do it big. There's no point in doing this big.
Risk it all. 100%. I'm not here for 1% gains on the year. It's like, what the hell does that do for me?
That's boomer investing, bro. Yeah. The fact that there's still financial advisors getting paid to do little shit that everybody can do every day, that is literally robbery, highway robbery.
Back in the day when our parents would buy houses, buy a house for $20K and now it's worth like fucking $800K. That's just not realistic anymore. That doesn't happen no more. So it's hard to take advice from these older guys. It's just, we don't live in that world anymore. We live in a world where shit's going up and down all day. So we're not buying houses now for $1 million and they're going to be worth $8 million. That's unrealistic. I'm glad you guys made your money back then, but this is not 1947 no more. This is 2025. Shit moves fast.
Shit moves crazy.
Crazy.
Well, ever since COVID, the markets have gotten so much more volatile. Like I remember watching movement of even SPY back in like 2018, just how much it would move per day versus compared to now. The volatility has created the ability to make so much money in the markets. But if you don't know what the fuck you're doing, the amount of risk increase it is, kids are literally blowing up accounts. That's why, again, you guys, what platform are you using?
So I trade on a couple different platforms. Right now I trade with, it's a brokerage called Liquid. That's where I mostly trade. Prop firms are very, very nice options. There's a prop firm called Clarity Traders, claritytraders.com, where you can actually pay to get an account. So basically you take a test. If you pass the test, they give you money to trade with. That's one of the best ways to do it as a starter because a lot of people don't have 20 grand to throw into an account to make livable income. But there's prop firms now where you can pay, I don't know, $500 and get up to $500,000 to trade with if you can prove that you're a solid trader, which it's not hard to do, right? I mean, take a couple courses or join the kingdom or watch some YouTube videos, get good at trading, take a test, get approved, you have money to trade with. Now, you don't get to keep every dollar that's made. They obviously have to take some of that, but you're better off trading with a $200,000 account and only keeping 85% of what's made than putting in $500 into an account and trying to turn that into 10 million. It's unrealistic. So
extremely.
I prefer for new traders to get into the prop firm space for sure. I think it's better for people who don't have money and don't want to try to flip small amounts. It's probably the best thing to do.
So you think getting into that first as a beginner is the best way to go?
Well, I think that as a beginner trader, it's important to trade live markets and put yourself through some tests. I don't like when people come into the industry trading demo accounts only and thinking they're going to get better. You're not going to get better by trading demos all day because when you go from a demo account to war, to live markets where you're really losing real money you earn, everything right here, it goes all out the door. I prefer someone comes in and maybe they don't spend a lot of money. They go with the brokerage, $20 on an account. Try to grow that to $100. $100 on an account. Try to grow that to $500. Start that way.
Right.
Put yourself in those live positions, make some money or lose some money, and sharpen your mind. But to come in and trade demo all day and then go to a live account because you think you're ready,
Right.
You're not. You're not.
Not
Because
at all.
physically, anybody can trade a demo, right? Anybody can trade a demo because there's no risk to you at all. You can't lose money. You're able to hold these trades properly. Like I said in the beginning, I'm going to say it again. Trading strategy is easy. That's the easy part. Psychology is hard. So, of course, anybody can develop a decent strategy that's going to work on a demo account. But once those live markets come, everything goes out the window. Everything you learn goes out the window because instead of looking at the charts, you start to look at the numbers on your phone, see how much you've made, how much you've lost, and shit just goes haywire. So I say come in, live account, small accounts, grow those, then go. Once you think you're ready and you're starting to make money and you're consistently making money, get a prop firm or get a prop firm account and get funded by them and trade with more leverage and more money. That's I think the best route to take.
Okay, I respect that. You want to get back to cars a little bit?
Up to you.
So at what point, have you guys always been a car guy, or that's something that developed when you started making some bread?
I started making money and I was like, how can I show people that I fucking made it? And I think the best way to do that outside of jewelry is cars. Like to show I have that Lamborghini that only 1% of the world has or even less. That's hard as fuck.
Less.
Yeah, less.
For sure
Definitely less, right?
Definitely less.
It seems like it's more nowadays because everybody has one.
Because
But
social media makes it look like everybody
it
got
does,
one,
right? It does.
Not everybody got one, bro.
It's just yeah, exactly. The people who are on social media show it, but the people who, well, I guess we're all on social media. They just, social media. Just
At the end of the day,
able
you're
to
talking about
see
like
it.
30,000 Lambos against 8 billion people.
It's true.
There's no
Is that what it is?
I mean, retrospectively, 30,000 might be the exact number, but the concept is damn near the same.
Wow.
Because even
and I've owned about 1,000 of them.
exactly.
Yeah.
But bro, it's funny because I don't think people understand what social media has done to the average person. They like before seeing Bugattis drive and like normalizing hypercars, that wasn't a thing. Like you didn't even know those cars exist because you never even saw them in person. Now it's like all of a sudden you're like, oh yeah, Bugatti's a normal ass car.
Right.
All the big social media guys have them. Bugatti used to be, you wouldn't even see it. You couldn't even see it in person, let alone see it driving. Now it's like a freaking drinking a glass of water. Social media's made that.
In the pure sport, at the end of it, there's like 60 of them in the world.
That's insane.
It's a very small number.
Right.
But you see 6 of them in Miami on Instagram every single day. And it's like, oh, everyone's got a pure sport.
yeah,
There are 60 in the world.
That's insane. Okay. Yeah, I guess when you think about it like that, it is rare.
Go jump on an airplane. There are more people in that airplane than there are Chirons in the entire world, or the
Pure sports.
pure sports in the entire world.
Yeah, that's true.
Think about how wild that is.
Yeah.
No,
But
that's
it's a
true.
social media game, bro.
It reminds me of like, I mean, this might be a dark topic, but like murders too. Like back in the day, you didn't really hear about them as much, but they were happening. But you didn't hear
100%.
about them because there wasn't social media. There wasn't videos of the guy getting shot
Literally,
or the
bro.
stabbing. So it's like, oh my gosh, the world's crazy now. But it's always been like that. It just wasn't globalized for the world to see. And I agree. It's the same thing with cars now. You see all these influencers having a Lambo, so you think everyone has a Lambo, but not a lot of people can afford a $300,000 car.
Not at all. Bro, there's so much popularity about what you said about murders. It's not, again, I know what you mean by dark topic. You know who Alex Choi is?
No.
He's a big car YouTuber. He's segued
Asian
from,
guy?
Yes.
Okay, I've seen him.
He's segued from a lot of just car YouTube videos, and he does like crime hunting videos where he'll go out in the middle of the night
What the-
with a crazy ass Explorer Interceptor that he modded out, and he'll go find the reports you see. He's there like in the trenches
awesome. That's kinda
for
cool, though.
social media.
Wow.
Because it does so well.
So
like you
he's
said,
filming like the LAPD.
like he's
having
in the trenches with them.
just
That's
showdowns in the
that's-
streets in
it's
LA.
what's
Cool
wild.
though. Yeah, that's crazy.
But the type of stuff that you see through his channel, and I imagine he's seen in person, that sometimes stuff he probably can't even post, is wild. But there's literally to a point where there's no limit to what people want to see because
Right.
it's gone to that point. When you have somebody who's a successful car YouTuber going, I'm gonna leave this car shit behind for a second, I'm gonna go show some of this crazy shit.
yeah, go investigate some murders.
Bro, like that's
Yeah.
a telltale sign.
Yeah.
Bro, like what the
That's
fuck?
where,
are we
that's
even
just where
talking-
we're at. That's where we're at.
Think
now.
about that. It's fucking sad. I even see a little like counter position shifting from like the infotainment world type of thing, like in info space, a lot less using like the monetary stuff and simply providing value. Because back in like 2016, 2017, I got a Lambo, do what I do. Now it's more, no. I am going to prove to you on a basis hearing me talk why I'm valuable. I have the cars and I have the shit, but this doesn't make me valuable. Showing you that I know what I'm talking
Right.
about, that makes me valuable.
Right.
I think we're finally getting to that turning point where it was a lot of SVJ, I'm number one. Now it's SVJ, are you really number one? Should I even trust you because you have that fucking car
Right,
now?
right.
We've made like a full, complete shift, at least what I'm seeing now.
Yeah, 100%. I agree.
It's
I would
wild,
agree.
bro. Because again, people use and abuse everything, dude. I don't know where everything's going to go from here. Because again, I also think the car market, like our supercar market, I think it's propped it up by a lot of that stuff because the barrier to entry has lessened a little bit. So now I think if people stop using them as much, I'm not saying they're going to drop in price or drop in popularity by any means, but like the demand for, like, for example, a car like the SVJ, that car, there was a period in time where they were trading below sticker. Now they're cranking, like a Roadster is damn near what is almost $1 million for some of these Roadsters. I think that hype's going to die off.
Yeah.
Within maybe 2 or 3 years. That might be my hot take for this podcast. I'm going to get clipped up for that one.
Yeah, I don't know. That is definitely a hot take.
2 or 3 years, Roadsters will be under 900K.
Under 900K.
Yeah, that's my hot take for the thing. You like the SVJ?
I think it's a nice car. It's uncomfortable.
Like a motherfucker.
Really loud, but it's a nice car. I like the Revolta, but I think the SVJ is probably above it. Honestly, still probably above it.
Just a little bit. The sound, bro.
A little better.
The sound.
Yeah, it's so loud.
Just wait till we get a
so
Revuelto
loud.
SVJ.
That shit was.
Is that coming?
So
eventually,
like, we're in the base Revuelto now. Like we were in the base Aventador at one point.
Okay.
So eventually, every Revuelto will get a little more crazy. They'll come out with a secondary model.
Makes sense.
That one I can't wait to see. But we're fucking probably easily a couple years from now.
Right.
No, we're probably like a year.
the thing is, everything's happening faster and faster because everyone wants the next thing faster and faster. So I think we'll see an SV like maybe like next year.
You think an SV that quick?
Low key, yeah.
That fucking quick?
I wouldn't be surprised.
You do have a point. Everybody wants everything.
Everyone wants it immediately.
Something comes out cool for 2 or 3 weeks, a month, and they're like, all right, let's go to the next shit, bro. Or like even just like our attention span, like we can't.
Because it used to be we do it at the end. We make the Revuelto for 8 years. We make like the Mercy for 8 years. We do an SV model. 2 years later, a new model comes out, Aventador. Aventador, we make it for 8 years. We do an SVJ. Now it's like, what's the next version?
What's the next
I
hottest
think
shit?
I think SV, you're looking next year will be 3 years in. We'll see an SV.
Well, it'll be in my garage. So.
Let's make it happen. You said that you were looking into potentially getting some hypercars. Is that like the carrot that's dangling in front of you?
Yeah, it is. It is. My problem right now is just the space of the cars. There's so many cars, and again, being in California in general, it's hard to find space for those cars.
When you get a Chiron, it'll be over. You'll have a favorite car then.
You know what I really want? I really want the Pagani Utopia.
Okay, fire.
I really want that car because it's very classy to me. It's like a James Bond. Not a lot of people have it. I think it's a beautiful car. I think that's probably what I'm going to go for next.
It's art.
After I get the Bentley, and then if you guys got the Wraith, I'll take that as well. And then we'll go for the Pagani Utopia.
That's a good choice. That's like, those cars are considered like art on wheels. Less more, I don't want to say not performance because we're talking about freaking hypercars here, so everything's performance based, but like when you categorize them, that's more of like the art piece where people just look at it and they're like the craftsmanship, how crazy it is, like that's what that car is. Versus I think Pure Sport and what would you call us in that price range? Senna and stuff like that, those are a lot more performance.
Right. I agree.
It's a fire. It's a very fire.
I was thinking Chiron's bigger inside, no?
Yeah, way bigger inside.
Bigger inside. It drives like a Bentley.
Yeah.
But looks crazy and is still crazy fast.
That's nice.
As far as like what you would probably enjoy driving, I bet Chiron would be your favorite experience.
Yeah.
Are you ready? This is what a Pure Sport is, okay? I'm not kidding, okay? You know what it feels like when you're driving your Ghost? What you feel, like even your Cullinan? Like
what you don't feel almost.
Exactly.
Like a float.
So imagine that feeling, but 720S or 765 really pull. And then
So a smooth pull.
Smooth pull, but it's like, you're like this, but you don't feel crap.
Wow.
And then you hear this, so that car has a W16 motor in it. It's crazy. You hear this like induction noise. It sounds like you're driving a jet is
There's
what it
4
sounds like.
turbos.
Yeah, it almost reminds me of like I mean, I could be wrong, but like driving the Model X Plaid, this like the takeoff on that is so smooth.
You don't hear crap.
But what I noticed, I have a Model X Plaid as well, but what I've noticed with the Model X Plaid versus the Rolls Royce, obviously the Model X Plaid's faster, it's fast as fuck. And it's smooth, but it's a different smooth. It's like a nauseating, I can't even explain the pull on the Model X, but the Rolls Royce for some reason is so smooth that you don't get nauseous no matter how fast you're going. It's just like a float. It's like you're on water,
Literally.
super still water.
You're driving
As
a
you
boat.
turn,
It
it feels
feels
like
like a
all
boat.
the
It's
wheels
crazy.
are just like sliding out from under. It's so nice.
So imagine that feeling here, but your McLaren right here, and then a fucking turbojet in your ear. It's one of the craziest driving experiences I've ever experienced in my life. Like
that's insane.
And then of course, when you look inside, I feel like again, like, do you remember the feeling when you got your first Lambo? When you were in it the very first time, you're like, fuck, okay, I'm in a Lambo. Like that feeling, and now you drive it like it's probably a fucking Camry. that Bugatti, when I got in it, it was one of those things where I was driving it, trying to experience it all, but I couldn't get over the fact that I'm looking inside and I'm like, this is a freaking Bugatti, right? So like, I imagine the feeling when you get over that monetary side of it, you're driving X amount of car, the enjoyability of just driving that, it's literally like if you get one, it'll be your favorite car. That's awesome. I promise you.
That's awesome.
Pagani is also fucking fire, V12 and everything.
I like the Pagani look. Car, yeah, I like the look. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I mean, performance is always a cool aspect of cars as well, but that look in your garage, just in general, walking in front of it, it's nothing like that Pagani.
Dude, hypercar though, that's the type, like kind of like you talked about when you got your Rolls in Lancaster, like getting a hypercar anywhere, that's like the
you're fucked, right?
Yeah, the same type of vibe. Like you could get a hypercar anywhere. You probably would have to go to like Palm Beach to be the only buddy that, okay, not as much, but even in Irvine, like there's
gated community,
100%. It has to be
valet only.
Has to be because those cars are ridiculous. We had a topic, we were talking to Lambo Raul about this, and it was like he was talking about like if a valet cracks his lip on his Bugatti, I think we ended up doing the numbers, but like even a lip crack, like your spoiler
like
crack,
90 grand.
Yeah, it's like 100 racks.
It's insane.
If a valet just nicks your shit on the curb pulling up to dinner, that type of car, like it's a whole different level of thing. So that's like
you definitely park it yourself.
Yeah, you don't
in the valet section. The valet guy never gets the key, but
no, because he'll come his pants if he fucking jumps in that fucking car. Are you kidding me? He's been waiting his whole fucking life to do that. To do that one movement, bro, just to put that shifter down.
You just pull up in front of the valet stand, park it, take the key with you. It stays right there.
Right there in the front.
Yeah, it goes nowhere.
Right. What's the timeline on the hypercar, we think?
I mean, I could buy one right now if you guys have one, but I'm so busy. I've been traveling a lot for one. Everybody's saying, man, get you a hypercar. It's a new wave. Get you a hypercar. It's coming, man. I would say within the next few months for sure. We'll probably just get one just to do it. Just to say I have one.
Monterey Car Week happened, and everybody was like, yeah, I'm getting a hypercar.
Yeah.
Everybody was getting it. Because we went to Monterey Car Week, and it was probably Monterey Car Week, how familiar you are with it, it was literally just internet takeover. It used to be a lot more like, kind of like when you talk about Ferrari, older man kind of vibe. Right. That's what Monterey Car Week used to be like. This year, not at all, bro. It was like a takeover. Like it was like a Lancaster takeover in Monterey. It was freaking crazy, bro. I'm telling you, it was like Inland Empire vibes. It was fucking wild, dude. That's awesome. TJR standing on his Koenigsegg with a megaphone, just blasting stuff in an in-and-out parking lot. I was like, this is not what this was supposed to be about.
That's crazy.
But now it's just more, again, like we talk about, more popularity, more eyes on the same shit that you never got to see before. So now it's just regulated. We're just in a different era completely, where everybody, you get an 18-year-old kid immediately thinks, all right, if I don't have this by 21, I'm a failure. And not to say that that's not exactly it, but you have the tools. You can do it from 18 to 21.
Yeah.
But your life's not over if it doesn't happen.
No, not at all.
As long as you're just taking steps every day to go towards that, you're doing fine.
Yeah, I've worked with 40-year-olds who finally got it. Right. They're 40 years old and now they're making a lot of money. It's never too late. Obviously, the goal has to be to get it early. You want to, at 18 years old, have it by 20. If you start at 18, you should have it by 20 for sure, if you start at 18. But if you haven't started yet, it's not too late to start. We live in a world now where I really think there's a million ways to make $1 million in this world today.
Yeah.
And if you're not going after it and being a man and doing what you're supposed to and grinding, then it's unfortunate. But there's so many ways to make money now. So if you're not, it's like ridiculous.
No, bro, you don't deserve it. You got you're a lazy ass motherfucker. You don't have it inside you, bro.
It's ridiculous.
It's literally there for the fucking taking.
Yeah.
And like, even just like we talked about the info space, like there's so many people offering valuable things in whatever you want to go to. Like, my opinion, this is another drastic topic. Somebody that graduated college, I think if you go to college for something that's non-doctoral or something very specific, you're wasting your fucking time. Like legitimately wasting your time. There's many programs.
Someone came up to me the other day and they're like, "Oh, I've seen your videos. You know, any advice from me?" I said, "Well, what are you doing now?" And they said, "Well, I'm in college to be a doctor." And I'm like, "Okay, how much are you potentially going to make after the 10 years and 200K that you put in?" They're like, "Well, about 200,000 a month, 200,000 a year. I'm sorry, probably, maybe a little less." And I said, "I literally will see $200,000 in the next 25 minutes from an online business.
Right.
You're in the wrong space. You're going to waste 10 whole fucking years." Get a career, get a certificate that says now you can go and make $200,000 a year, which is going to be enough to cover what you just paid to get that job. So you're not even making money really until 2-3 years in after taxes. And now you're making, what's $200,000 a year? That's like what? Anybody got the quick math on that? Not a fucking enough. That's the answer. It's not enough. Yeah, a month.
Like 17 grand.
That's
16 grand.
What are you gonna do with that?
That's full 200 in your pocket. After tax, you live here, you're fucked.
It cost me $16,000 a month to raise my children and get them a fucking In-N-Out burger.
200 grand is probably 11 or 12 take home.
It's not enough.
Think about that. Take home in your pocket. Fuck, dude, it's bad. And then, again, 10 or 12 in your pocket, not saying that that's bad for the average person, but like to live the life that in your head that you aspire to, 10 or 12, especially in LA, doesn't happen.
It's nothing.
You live here and then you want to drive a car that's $3,000 a month.
You want to have a nice place?
That's 10,000. Let me tell you this.
That's a fourth of your
$10,000 a month right now gets you, if you're in Los Angeles, you might as well just get a box. I think those boxes on the side of the road are like $6,000 a month right now.
Easy.
You get a blue
non-renovated
tent, one
box.
of those blue tents is like $15K. So for $10K a month, I mean, you have enough money for a small apartment, or maybe a very small house, 1,200 square feet or so, and not a good part of LA. You have a Honda Civic, an unhappy wife with unfed children. Your life sucks. $10,000 a month. That's a horrible bracket to be a part of.
Think about that shit, bro.
Unrealistic, man. If you want to live a good life with 10,000, you're gonna have to fucking.
You got to move to
Arkansas, Alabama or some shit, man, with your cousin.
Bro, we're just in such a cooked place, but I don't think there's enough sense of urgency, bro. Even AI destroying what 99% of the average person even does on a day-to-day basis.
Well, I went to a fucking fast food restaurant. I don't remember what it was. It was like Wiener Schnitzel, Carl's Jr., some shit. And I pull up, and I'm talking to a fucking robot the entire time, taking my entire order. Oh, would you like fries with that? Like every little detail. Do you want a drink? Get the drink. What flavor? Whatever. Everything was robotic. There was not even a human being to talk to. And AI has come so far that it was a fucking smooth process.
Right.
So for a lot of people out there who have 9-to-5s, you're getting replaced anyway. So you might as well make a move. You might as well plan for your future because AI is most likely going to take your job. How long until we got robots flipping burgers?
Oh, bro.
Not very long.
No, I think some places for sure have that shit.
Yeah, exactly.
I guarantee a robot didn't get your order
I think there's a place in LA that does that. But yeah, and a robot's going to be perfect. They're not going to forget to take the pickles off because the AI machine tells them to take it off. It's coming right off. There is no mistakes. And you know what's the best part? There's no fucking attitude. I can't stand going to restaurants, and you chose the job. You wanted to work the 9-to-5. We need people like you to serve us the burgers. Why do you have attitude? Why are you so unhappy all the time? You chose this. At least have good customer service. The robot that I talked to in that machine, bro, nicest fucking dude I've ever talked to. I said, thank you. Oh my God. Like, this is the best fucking experience. Dude had manners.
Tipped his ass too.
And then I would if I could. Pull up to the front. It's a human giving me the food. Fucking attitude again. And I'm like, I hope AI flips burgers soon because that was fucking wonderful.
These clankers giving you a better experience. Huh?
Literally. God.
Right.
So
that sense of urgency that the average person needs is heavy right now because I think we're 2-3 years from that. Genuinely, maybe less.
Do you think that AI will basically normalize the markets and just?
Oh yeah, like
it'll hit every profit opportunity in the market before.
I can tell you this. I can tell you this. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I can tell you that I'll be prepared, and whatever it is, I'm still gonna make millions from it. And the key to that is just being just paying close attention to everything that happens every single day, everything that's being said. What are the AI advancements that are happening and how you can take advantage of them? That's the most important thing. So whatever happens, I can't say, but as it happens, I'm going to adapt. And I hope everyone else does as well.
Mm-hmm. Being adaptable is probably the #1 skill set a human being can have.
Right now, too.
That's it.
I mean, back in the 1950s, 80s, whatever, nothing changed. It was always just the same shit. I mean, maybe like bitches would have a different afro one year and the next year they'd curl their hair.
Right.
But other than that, everything was the same. Nowadays, it's like this year, this could be the big trend and everyone's making money off this, these meme coins and all this crazy shit. Next year, it's going to be something new. So you got to be able to adapt fast, very fast in 2025, 2026, and forever so forth.
Yeah, you got to be able to pivot. You got to have money ready, available to pivot. Like there's even the concept of like holding your money in your bank account versus in the brokerage ready to
be
act when shit happens. Because bro, I've seen opportunities 5-10 minutes, 20 minutes max sometimes.
Gone.
If you're not there ready in that time period, you're fucked.
Well, let me say this, right? When the meme coin stuff started, I tried to make money off of it and it didn't really work out. But there was one day, and I didn't put a lot of money in, it was whatever, I just lost it all. But there was one day where the Trump coin had come out, right? And I had guys who were trading that and they were like, oh, I think there was a chat I was in, and they're like, yo, put like 20K in this coin. Trust me. And like that, like put 20K in this coin. I didn't do it because I was out. I got home an hour later. That 20K would have legit been like $10 million. Like, I'm not even joking. I would have made $10 fucking million on that
20
coin.
bands.
And I missed out because I didn't get in within 5 minutes. I wasn't prepared. I wasn't ready. Luckily for me, I'm rich as fuck and life's still great. But $10 million, missing out on that is like, bro, I mean, could have bought a fucking Pagani or two with that.
100%.
That shit sucked. So you got to be ready to adapt. If meme coins are what's in, get yourself an account and be prepared. If something else comes out with AI that you can take advantage of, get an account and be prepared. We live in a world anybody can make $1 million. I think it's a very simple number to reach. Seriously.
No, absolutely. I think we're in a world where we have access to so much. And again, everything you want to learn is free on the internet. You pay to be able to have experience from somebody. And on top of that, them telling you, this is the shit that actually works. This shit doesn't work. This is a marketing scheme. This is what actually worked. Like, for example, somebody who's beginning trading, coming from zero experience, right? Nothing. They could learn 100% free on the internet. But when they start, the exposure to information, there's too much shit out there. And a lot of it's bullshit people put out there. They don't know what's actually useful in the markets, what's a bunch of excess bullshit, or what actually stops them from making decisions quickly. Having like a simple set of strategy. That's what you pay value-wise for shit nowadays.
So one of the problems too now with finding a mentor or paying somebody to learn whatever the skill set is that it's very easy to come off as a successful person when you're truly not. If, for instance, you have daddy's money and he's willing to get you a Lamborghini, or you can find a way to lease a Lamborghini, you can then go on and say, I have a Lamborghini from this, pay me, I'm going to teach you. And they don't know jack shit. We see this all the time. A lot of these fake mentors and just entrepreneurs who are just stealing money from people's mouths, and they're okay with it. And the only reason they're doing so is because they were able to get a little bit of money. They scammed a few people, got a little bit of money, bought a Lamborghini, got more people to come in, and they just continue the process. So you see this so often. You see people charging $5,000, $10K for coaching. It's ridiculous. You got to be very careful spending your money. And that's why part of the reason that I started this program, The Kingdom, $39.99, super cheap, because I want to show people the values there, and I don't want to take advantage of anybody. I want people to know that I'm giving true value for a very low cost, and I'm not one of these other guys who's charging you $20,000 to teach you a bunch of bullshit that's already free on the internet. I'm only charging a small fee because, like I said, I got to get all these bullshit people out. Got to have some type of fee, and that's one of the main reasons I started, this little coaching thing for $39.99, was to show people like you don't need all the other bullshit and trying to protect them from that as well. But again, man, it's very easy to come off as a successful person right now in 2025, even if you're not. But it's also easier to be a successful person in 2025. So it's not an excuse to not try or to at least, go for it.
How do you feel about call-out discords?
What is that?
Like somebody that there's no learning involved. It's simply, hey, this is my position for the day. That's it.
So calling trades out?
Yeah, like discords that are dedicated to just doing that. There's no learning, no teaching, none of that shit.
If they're successfully calling trades out and it's working, I mean, it's working, but I'd rather somebody teach a man to fish than give him a fish, because if whoever's calling it out or whatever, however this fucking saying goes, I don't really care, but that person dies, that person goes away, and you've been relying on that person, you're kind of fucked.
You're super fucked.
I prefer anybody coming into the space to look for somebody who's teaching and showing the way. I don't disagree with people who do those call outs and only signals. I've done that before. They were very good. People made good money off of it. But I do prefer, if you're coming into the space, that you should learn to trade. I think it's better that you learn to trade so you can do it on your own and be independent. Part of being a man and being a king is being independent. If you're relying on another man to feed you and your family,
you're fucked.
You're not a man. You're just a boy who's getting fed by another man. It's unrealistic.
You're super fucked.
Yeah, long term, you're fucked. Yes.
You're fucking cooked.
Exactly.
That's, I think, again, not enough people. Everybody wants quick success. Nobody wants to go through the fucking painstaking process of learning. But without that shit, you have no fucking value. You don't have respect for what the fuck you're doing. You have to go through those painstaking things. We've done it all, and even this fucking podcast, let alone everything else that him and I do outside of this. You need to go through the learning experience to actually value what the fuck you're doing, or else the second that somebody, like you said, takes the shit from your mouth, you are absolutely fucked. But everybody that's 18 just wants a Lamborghini tomorrow. They don't want to actually put the actual work in. Even grown men they see young kids with it, even guys like in our age group, they see compared to someone who's in their 50s. They're like, no, if that motherfucker can do it, I can do it. No. We've put the work in already. Even though we're young, we've put the fucking work in. Right. How old are you?
25.
Oh, yeah, bro. So you're young and you've put a crazy amount of work in, stuff like that. So somebody might see you in their 50s and be like, how is this young kid doing it? No, you've put 6, 7 easily years of work in, more than likely. When did you officially start trading?
16.
16 years old.
16 years old.
Oh, fuck me, dude. That's awesome.
How did you 9 years of trading?
Somebody told me about this program where you can trade and get other people in and make money. It was like a MLM. It was called IML. It was like you basically, hey, you know, come join and learn how to trade, and you'll make a bunch of money. And then when they join, you get paid from them joining. But then there's also a course that teaches you how to trade. Oh, shit. So I started with that. And that shit was horrible. Like, they don't teach you anything. You don't learn how to trade.
Sounds like life insurance. Fucking
it's similar.
That's how I literally got into the same program. That's when I was trading Forex back in the day.
IML.
That's fucking crazy.
Just lost 20 grand and was like, wow, well, I guess this isn't for me, and then was out.
Yeah, it sucked. It's horrible. I left early from that. But that's what got me into trading.
That sparked the holy shit.
That's what sparked it all, because I did make a little money from trading, even though I lost more. I was like, but I made money that day, so I know it's possible. But I was like, I'm not going to go to the fucking mall and ask people if they want to make money and stuff. That was gay. So I was like, no, I'm fine with just trading. So I left that program, just started trading, wasn't profitable for almost 2.5 years, and then things finally got better for me. But yeah, I started at 16, a very young age, and I had a baby at 16 as well, my first of like 30, and I knew I had to do something for him. It doesn't need to be for me no more, because this little guy needs to eat. He needs a good life. He needs to live a life that I didn't get to live. Let me work for him. So I grinded. And it took me a couple years, and his sister was born, and I really needed it at that point, and it finally clicked for me, and everything was successful after that.
Did you have like an aha moment from being non-profitable to profitable, that everything finally just clicked for you?
I think that what I kind of preached the most, same thing for me, stop looking at the numbers and look at the charts. That kind of was the moment for me where I was like, wow, the more that I'm only looking at the markets and not what money's being made or lost, the more successful I've been, the less I've gotten out of trades too early or held trades for too long. So really doing that really helped me a lot.
Okay, structure versus actual percentage.
Yeah, structure versus financials, yeah.
Okay, okay, word, I respect that. You believe in allowing trades to fully develop through structure, or you something?
No, I'm a scalper. I mean, I believe in getting out if the markets are telling me it's time to get out. If I think volume's dying and I'm spotting a reversal, I'd like to get out. I'd like to get in and out. You go to the casino at all?
No.
Gamble? No? Wait, you're familiar with what gambling is.
100%.
So when you gamble at the casino, and I'm not comparing trading to gambling necessarily, but when you gamble at the casino, the longer you're there, the more you're getting fucked.
Absolutely.
The longer you are sitting there putting more and more and more money in, the more the house has the edge. So similar to the markets, like I said earlier, the longer you're in the markets, to trade for the whole day, the better chance you're going to lose. You don't want these trades to last all day. You want to get in, and as soon as you're making money and you're up, get the fuck out. Be happy that you made money. Come back the next day and do it again. Otherwise, market makers are going to get you. I mean, they're there. They're this whole thing's designed for you to lose. There's a reason for trading. It's for you to lose and for the banks and the house to pretty much just destroy you every day.
Market makers and all this other bullshit.
Get in
like
and get the fuck out. Right. There's no reason to sit in there all day. It's the same thing with casinos, except with trading, you have a much better edge than going and fucking putting $1,000 on black. I would say with trading with a good strategy, you could have even a 70% edge over the house. But that 70% starts to fade down to 20, 10, even 5% if you're going to hold a fucking trade all day or use an improper strategy. But yeah.
I think the second that somebody gets too confident in their trading, they think they can beat the market, that's when they fucking go left. You cannot beat the market.
Yeah. Once you understand that you're never going to beat the market, you can start beating the market.
Exactly.
But realistically, you're not beating the market long term. You're just not.
Fuck no.
You need to find a way to be a smart individual, a smart trader who gets in and out faster than the market can even react. I mean, that's just really what it is.
That's it. People think, again, if you look up the percentage of people that are actually profitable in trading, they realize because we're such a finite amount of thing, we ride the momentum, we get the fuck out of there. The market makers, hedge funds, they control the shit. They're the ones that are actually manipulating everything for their benefit. We just ride the fucking waves in between and everything else.
If you can ride the wave of the market, if you can move with the market, you're profitable because the market's profitable. So if you can find a way to just ride those waves, ride those trends and move with momentum, you're going to be successful. But the moment you start trying to fight back against the market, who's going to win?
I agree. I want to get back to supercars real quick. I have a good question for you.
Yeah.
What is your, so you have, one thing I respect is you have every type. You got a Lambo, McLaren, you got a Porsche. What is what's your number one favorite thing? Let's start with the GT3 RS. What's your least favorite thing and your number one favorite thing about that car?
Most favorite thing about that car.
The hype.
I would say that
The internet loves it.
Yeah, the visuals that you get. And when I say visuals, I mean when you're driving down the road and visually you see people like looking like, oh, taking pictures, taking videos. You see that a lot with that car because it's not a very popular car in terms of people owning it. Not a lot of people own that car because it's expensive. Yeah. I mean, it's like almost $500,000. I paid $450,000 for mine. It's not a cheap car. You can get a 720S for $280.
Yeah.
You can get a Lambo for $230, maybe closer to $280. But that car is like $450,000. At least when I bought it, was. I'm sure it's lower now because every car I get into drops somehow. But
you'd be surprised.
Yeah,
that motherfucker. That was like the only fucking car that's holding its fucking value.
Good. Yeah, every car I get into, I know I'm gonna lose on, so I'm fine with it anyways. But, you know, the way people look at that car, it's nice. It's very nice. In terms of the least thing what do I not like about that car? I'm not the biggest fan of how it looks.
Okay.
I got it because of the hype.
The
shape of it, the roundness of it.
Yeah.
I'm not the biggest fan of that. I love the tightness of the Lambo, like that sharp look. The McLaren's a little more rounded, but that thing just looks kind of like a little Italian car. I don't know how to explain it. Something you'd see in Italy, like a little golf cart.
Looks like a Volkswagen Beetle almost.
Yeah, exactly. So
like
that'd probably be my least favorite thing about it.
Okay.
Yeah,
I respect that. Do you like the sound of that car compared to the other cars? Is it modified at all?
No.
It's not stock?
No, it's stock.
Bro, it's got to be dog shit then. Sound has to be dog shit.
It's not great. No. I was going to say, when I think about the sound, I'm like.
That's the least part about
You got to get an aftermarket exhaust on those.
Yeah,
it makes it
sure.
tolerable. He likes the sound. For me, it's tolerable. Because it's a flat 6 versus like your fucking Huracan's V10.
Yeah.
Even, the McLaren's twin turbo, so it muffles the sound.
Yeah.
But it's still better than
my
flat
Lambo has some aftermarket edits on it, and that shit is fucking loud.
Yeah, it's got some
It
sauce.
crickles, it crackles. That shit is loud. I mean, I've seen some flames come out that bitch. That thing's crazy. I bought it like that too. It has a Rift
exhaust.
a bunch of Rift stuff on it. It has multiple things on it. That thing's loud, bro. It crackles like crazy. I love that. So if you ask me, what's my favorite thing about the Lambo is the sound. Being able to drop a gear and I love that shit. The Porsche doesn't do that at all for me, and neither does the McLaren. I don't know why. I keep the McLaren. It does it sometimes, but rarely. But the Lambo all day just fucking goes.
The Lambo's fire.
Fucking gun. It sounds like Chicago when I'm driving down the
Every
street.
time you
Sounds like the south side.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Those are definitely fun. They make some crazy noises.
It's the funnest car ever. It really is.
So what do you love and hate about the 720?
The 720?
That's my favorite.
God, it slips a lot. I don't know if
It's got a lot of power.
Yeah, it's so powerful, but for me it slips so much. Like I said, I'm not a big car guy. I'm not great with specs. I love them because I love to show off, and they really are beautiful cars, but I'm not big on specs. But I will say the McLaren slips for me a lot. Every time I try to gas that bitch, the back just kind of the Lambo just grips the ground. Porsche grips pretty well. But yeah, I would say the least thing about the McLaren is that for sure, the way it kind of shakes in the back when I floor it. My favorite thing about it, the doors. Fucking alien doors, alien spaceship doors. I love the way they come up, the way it looks. I love the wing, dropping it and hiring because I have a 720S. Yeah, it's a beautiful
When
car.
you step on the brakes and it pops up in your rearview mirror.
I love that. The air brakes or whatever. Yeah, I love that.
That shit is fucking hard.
It is.
You said your first, like, not big boy, because you said the Camaro was the big boy car, but the Rolls Royce was like your first like supercar status car. Is there a reason why you went with Rolls versus anything else at that time?
No, it was just there at the dealership.
Got it. So it was the opportunity that was there.
Yeah, it was just there. I was
Got
like, oh, this is nice. I have a shit ton of money. Bought it. Yeah, it was just there. I wasn't like familiar with all these different cars. I just knew it was a Rolls Royce, and I saw the little shit come out, little whatever that shit is.
Little
looks
Spirit
like
of
that.
Ecstasy.
Yeah, and I was like, holy shit, that's killer. And you're driving it, you see it right there for the first time. I was like, this is fucking nice. So that's why I bought it. Yeah, it was just there. Opportunity was there.
Did you know, like, at that time, did you know like the pedigree behind Rolls Royce, or you just saw the car?
I knew that most people who own that car have a fucking shit ton of money or doing something right. That's what I knew about it. I wasn't sure too much on the history of them or anything, but I knew that I knew Tony Montana had one. And that was enough for me to say, I'm getting this shit. It's some boss shit. So,
oh, fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. You said you were born and raised in Lancaster area?
Yeah.
Oh, bro, yeah,
unfortunately.
No, bro. I'm from, you know, like Downey area.
Hmm?
That's where I was born and raised.
Okay.
At. So like those communities, stuff like that, like seeing Rolls Royce Bentley is always like the pinnacle. Especially like what's your ethnic background?
White and Salvadorian.
Salvadorian.
I forget sometimes.
Yeah, I'm white and Cuban. So similar blend, stuff
Yeah,
like that. So
yeah.
like us even having Latino background, like seeing Rolls Royce Bentley, that's like everything.
Right.
So like when I got my Cullinan, it's been like a fucking dream of mine to be able to say no. Because my I come from like immigrants and stuff like that. So like seeing that ownership of Rolls Royce is like, bro, we weren't meant for this shit.
Yeah.
Changed,
100%,
quite literally
100%.
changed the bloodline.
Yeah,
so now
literally.
you're passing that down onto your kids and stuff like that?
Yeah, 100%. And same with me. My grandparents came over as well. The hard thing for me is I'm half and half. I'm half Salvadoran, half white. I've always been raised around just my white side,
right?
Just a bunch of crackers. But my other side, they're not in my life. They're not in the picture. My dad's not there for me. He's never really been there, so I'm not really familiar with too much over there. I know a little bit of Spanish. Yeah, I talk Spanish to my girl here and there sometimes. But yeah, I never really hung out with them enough to really get that side of life. You know what I mean? Just being Salvadorian, just being Hispanic in general. I didn't get to live around that a lot. So for me, I don't understand all of the cultural things, but my mom, I mean, she's white and everything, but she didn't do very well. We had a little apartment. She was making about, I don't know, $1,800 a month working at the grocery store, and she made it work. So I lived an okay life. We had groceries I ate, but there was never, let's go to Disneyland, let's go do this, let's go do that. For me, it was like if we went to the park, that was great. Like going to the park was cool. That's different. But there wasn't nothing special. So I definitely want my I was about to say my parents, but my children to live that life. I want them to live the life that I didn't get to live. I preach that a lot. And people get mad at me because I spoil them. I mean, I give my son a couple $1,000s to spend at Target. We'll do whatever, right? I do things like that because I didn't get to live a life like that. And they say, well, you're making kids that are like this, this, and that. Yeah, but what are you making by not providing for your children? What are you making by showing them that you don't work hard and showing them that you're a loser? That's a lot worse than me showing my children that I made it and I can fucking spoil them. I think that's much better, and I'm creating better lives and just better humans in general than a kid that has to grow up and see that their parents fucking sucked. Right? They're not trying. It's like, I'm okay with that.
There's a
I'm
balance.
okay with spoiling them. Yeah, exactly. There's a balance as well. I'm not, here's $2,000, go be a dickhead.
Right.
If my son acts up, I'm gonna fuck him up.
Right,
Like,
100%.
We, you know what I'm saying? Especially my older son, we can just fight. Me and you can just fight. We'll duke it out. Put some gloves on. If you want to act like a man, we'll see. We'll see if you're a fucking man. But there is a balance, and what people don't see is the punishments and the respect. And you open the door for your sisters every single time. You're always going to. If there's a lady in front of you, open the fucking door and hold it. They don't see that. They just see here's some money, and they think they're just going to be shitheads.
Right.
But
they see all the bullshit stuff like that. But I know
such
for you,
a balance.
You're especially your trading background. I know you're going to teach all them that skill set. So it's, hey, I can do this for you because of this. Here's it. I'm spoiling you, but you're also going to learn the value behind why I have it, why I'm be able to give it to you.
Yes.
And then one day you'll be able to do what I do.
Yeah.
You want to do the questions?
1,000,000%.
We're at that point. Oh yeah, we
we're
are
kind of past that point.
Let's rip it. Yeah, rip it. Hit it. Go.
We got 3 questions at the end of every episode that every guest gets. Question 1 is, what's the most overrated car today?
Most overrated car. Got to be just the regular Lambo, the Huracan, because everybody fucking got one. Feels like. I mean, that's the first car everyone goes for. It's the cheapest car, easiest to get into. I think it's overrated as hell. Yeah.
I agree with that statement.
But sounds great.
Sounds great though. Yeah. It does sound great. Yeah.
They're literally becoming fucking Camrys.
I know.
What's the most underrated car today?
Most underrated car. I got to go Bentley.
Okay.
I got to go Bentley. I love the Bentleys, bro. People don't like the Bentleys as much. I like the Bentleys. I really like the Bentleys. And I think the interiors are beautiful. I think the exteriors are very beautiful too. People don't like the exteriors because the Rolls Royce.
Right.
The Rolls Royce kind of ruins it, but I think it's an underrated car.
Fuck yeah.
It's also $250,000. If you have a fucking Bentley, you're doing something right.
Fuck yeah. Have you seen the 25 GTCs or the GTs, the new refresh?
I haven't. I don't think I have.
You're gonna like it.
Yeah.
They come with 777 horsepower now. The GTs.
That's nice.
It's disgusting. Yeah,
that's nice.
Fucking disgusting. We'll talk about it.
Yeah, the GT Speed. Yeah,
It's
I had that. I had that car for a while. Not that version, but yeah, I had that car.
The
They're
25s
fast.
are fire. They like just finally realize what people want. Like they want a little bit more of a blend. More Bentley. You know, when you think of Bentley Rolls Royce.
Yeah.
Now Bentley's like, no, we'll give you some sauce too.
You put on the sport exhaust and it pops a little bit in the back too.
Well, yeah, I had the Continental GT Speed and it actually popped. It popped more than the McLaren does. Right? I was like, what the fuck?
This one pops even fucking more. So
That's
now,
awesome.
So now you have a little bit of best of both worlds.
It's a V10, V12.
This one's a V8.
V8.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's not bad.
Okay.
Rip the last one.
You got to build a 3-car garage. Okay.
Only 3.
Only 3 for everything.
Only
so
3.
you're gonna have to pare down a lot. One has to be like an SUV or truck, which is gonna be easy for you. I feel like. 1 car, hypercar, and then the last car, just anything under $1 million.
Okay. Truck, you said? So
or SUV,
we're talking
truck
SUV. SUV, you got to go Cullinan. That's easy. That's easy.
That's what I figured.
That's the nicest SUV in the world.
That's what I figured.
I have a couple, but the Cullinan's the best one. What was that?
Hypercar?
Hypercar? Pagani Utopia. For sure for me. I think those two right there, bam. Yeah. And then under $1 million?
Any car under $1 million.
I think for me, where I'm at right now, I'm probably going Honda Civic so I can go get some fucking eggs and peace.
Yeah, bro.
Nobody's bothering me.
Right.
Yeah.
You got to have an incognito car.
Yeah.
You have to. Like,
exactly.
Investor car.
Exactly. I can take the Cullinan if I want to show off, and
Cullinan,
the Pagani if
Utopia.
I want to fucking
put your dick on something.
Yeah, if I want my wiener hanging out the window.
Exactly.
But no,
120. Like
I'd rather have the just have a little Honda Civic, all blacked out windows.
Not even like a 5 Series. Who's paying attention to the 5 Series?
Man,
nah, bro, you'd be surprised. You probably go wrong part of town.
I'm gonna be
5
honest.
Series.
Yeah, I was
getting licked with a 5 Series.
You talking about a 5 Series? I don't even know what the fuck that is.
A BMW.
Like a BMW 530i.
Like a
5
BMW
Series.
Yeah, 5 Series
sedan.
BMW.
Bro, my mind's like anything under 200K, I'm lost. No, I don't like BMWs.
Civic. I know the vibes. I
you
want to be able to hit Denny's at 2 in the morning and be able to just be peaceful.
Yeah.
Not worry about anybody following you and shit like that. I respect that. All right, bro.
Paul at the blicky. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. If anybody's watching it, I'm not like that.
Well, bro, thank you for coming on. That concludes the episode. I hope you had a good time. Where can people find you on socials?
It's MAMBAFX. MAMBAFX.
Hell yeah.
Anywhere, everywhere. Yeah.
Hell yeah. Well, Supercar Connection, we're out.